Hey guys, sorry we missed you. Let's go through everything to make sure you don't miss a thing. Now, one of the things we're going to do is we need to be strategic about preparing for discussions and for writing because, hey, little heads up. Next class, we're having a book club meeting on the short story that you chose. But don't worry, we'll get there. We'll give you a chance to go ahead and read. But just so you know, that's next class. So we need to prepare. How do we do that? Well, one of the ways that we do that, remember when we annotated and thank you, ma'am, for symbols? We're going to do the same thing, right? We're going to annotate again. So the same strategies that helped us to prepare for a discussion are exactly what we're going to use now. So we want to reread with our mind wide open. Remember, we kind of likened this to when you watch a movie or a TV show for the second time. The first time you watch it, you're just trying to figure out what's going on and who these people are. But the second time, remember how you could pick up on all those tiny itty bitty little details that you totally missed the first time around? That's what we mean. Rereading with your mind wide open means that you already know what's happening, you already know the characters, so now you can look for those tiny little details that you might have missed the first time around. Think, what did you notice and what surprises you? And you should target this. You should target this thinking with a strategy while you're rereading. So, a strategy like examining setting and purposely only looking for details in the setting. Or maybe examining character, only looking for details within characters or characterization of different people within the story. Or taking a close look at symbols. Remember those concrete things that represent some kind of abstract feeling or idea? Or to be taking a look at imagery. Any of those will be a strategy. And what you want to do is you want to have a pen or pencil in your hand because that's going to help you go ahead and kind of capture your first draft thinking because that's just what this is. It's your first draft thinking. So you want to be able to actually not just circle something in the text. You want to make sure that you actually write notes. Write notes of what you were thinking. Make them short, make them brief. Remember, we've worked on this, and if you don't have those thoughts, those ideas written down, that you had while you were reading, and if all you do is circle it, well, when you come back and you look at your circles later, you'll think, wonder why I circled that. It would have been so helpful if I had just jotted down a quick couple words of what was going through my mind when I circled it. It's like what I'm telling you to do. Jot down your thoughts. Remember, we looked at this, right? We looked at this with thank you, ma'am. We are looking for circling multiple things within each paragraph, but we are also working on writing maybe a note or a couple different words every paragraph or two to capture our thinking. I'll say this again because I think it's so important. You should be circling or paying attention to multiple different things within each paragraph. And you should also, and this is huge, every paragraph or two, you should make sure that you're jotting yourself down a very quick note, just a couple words, just something to capture an idea that you might be having while you're reading. So the same strategy works in preparing for book club. Really, it does. I'll show you. If you're reading the whole book, you want to pick 3 key moments and reread. Since we're just doing short stories, you're going to annotate as you read. Okay, so get your packet and turn to your assigned story. Remember, if you don't have your packet, you can find where these are in Schoology in 2 places. You could go to the Purple Book Clubs folder, Short Stories October 2020, and the second item you see if you scroll down will give you links to both read and listen to whichever story you had. And of course, you can check which story you had by looking up here and going to your block and finding your name and looking up what story you had to read. It's like it's all right there for you. Man, you got a nice teacher, don't you? You could also in Schoology scroll down and click on the text link, which will bring you here, and you'll have links to every single text that we've read so far this year. If you don't have your paper packet and you're using your electronic copy, just remember annotate in your notebook by writing down page numbers where you find something important. This is actually going to be really advantageous because you're going to have all your thinking about that whole story all in one spot. That'll work out. When you read, you want to read with a pen or pencil in your hand with your mind wide open, looking for details. So this is the first part where I leave you to it. I say, find your story and read it with a pen or pencil in your hands. Take notes. That simple. I'm actually going to let you pause this video so you can do that work right now. Great. There's one more thing I need to show you. That last thing is no red ink. So let's go to LCPS Go. The easiest thing will be to go up to the search bar and just start typing no red ink without any spaces. N-O-R-E. Hey, and look, there it is. Give it a click. When you open it up, you're going to have to choose some topics that you're interested in. Choose enough topics to go ahead and fill in the top green bar so it goes all the way to the side. It's so fun. But there's actually one more thing we need you to do. So when you finish filling up that green bar and you come back to your home page, back in your home page, you're going to see something waiting for you. It's your 8th grade benchmark diagnostic. So what is this? It's just grammar, really. I want to know what you already know so I don't have to waste your time and my energy teaching you something you already know, and also push you to go ahead and move up to another level that you're ready for. So simply put, while it doesn't count for a grade, it does tell me and the computer what you know and what you don't know. So go ahead and take your no red ink benchmark for the beginning of the year. That's pretty much it. If you have questions, always go ahead and shoot me an email. But otherwise, go for it. You got this.